Hello and welcome back to Pyro 5610. I am Pyro. I will be your host today as we enjoy this wonderful trip, as I am going to be doing a, I don't know if I want to call it a carnage test. Basically, we're going to see what different calibers do to a pumpkin. And it's not that I have anything against pumpkins. I really don't, but they're cheap targets. And as you saw in the last video, they sometimes explode. So I will be back in the bed of the truck as usual, and we'll be shooting some different calibers at a pumpkin and see what happens. So on today's episode, I brought the usual guns, and we've seen what they do, but I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth. In my last video, I managed to break my gong somehow. Not the gong, but the rope holding it up, so I gotta get more rope for that. So I'm running out of things to shoot, but I do have another pumpkin. There it is, another pumpkin. So we're gonna shoot at it, and I'm gonna try and find the best place for it. And yeah, we'll see how the pumpkin does versus different rounds. Okay, so let's see what the ammo can holds for us today in means of the testing. So we obviously have the 1911. We have 38 special, and of course I can't fit it in the ammo can, but we have the 300. So we have those three. I also have a very special guest that will be joining me today on the show, but we'll get to him later. I also have two different types of bullets that I will be shooting. I have 45 auto, which is full metal jacket, and then I have these critical defense rounds. They should pack a little bit more of a punch, show you a nice exit wound on the pumpkin. I was gonna buy some for the 38, and then I forgot to. They have this little rubber tip in the end of them, which makes them more expansive. And then of course, I have hollow points, or no, these are full metal jacket. These are full metal jackets. And then I have the boat tails with a lead tip on them. So we're gonna start with the smallest first, obviously starting with the 38, then we'll work our way up until I have something bigger than the 300. But we're gonna find out what that is in a minute. Okay, so, little comparison as to what we're shooting today. Whoop, overshot the camera. This is a 38 special, full metal jacket. This is a 45 full metal jacket. This is a 45 critical defense. Smaller bullet, but it packs a bigger punch. Then I have the 300 full metal jacket, and then I have the 300 BTSP, which is boat-tailed something something, which I still haven't figured out for the videos. So, we will see the different amount of carnage each bullet is going to do. Okay, so for the first carnage test, have the 38 special. Unfortunately, like I said, I could not buy special rounds for it, so you're just getting the full metal jacket right through. I've got two in here because I probably missed the first one. Told ya. Okay. Got it that time. So as promised, I am going to show you the entrance and exit wounds. So the first one here, skimmed. Just barely touched it there. However, the second one did make it. On this pumpkin though, I'm okay with it. Not much to write home about. So, on to the 45. Okay, so 45. Hardest part about shooting this video is that I'm only getting to shoot one bullet out of each gun, except for that one because I knew I'd miss. Full metal jacket, 45 caliber. I'll do a little comparison when I get back, but I don't have that luxury right now because I'm not at the truck. Okay, one in the tube. Okay. On a pumpkin, I'm kind of surprised. This is the 38. That's 45. Little comparison there. Nice bit of damage. On the back, you can definitely tell. Ooh. On the back, you can definitely tell a little bit difference. This is the 38 round, and this is the 45 round. It's really not that much. I am using full metal jackets. I knew this would happen because they're not meant for stopping. They're meant for plinking. That means if I want to shoot one at a gong and not worry about it, how expensive it is, then I'll shoot one at a gong, because they're not meant for anything but plinking, which is what I do 90% of the time. So now we'll move on to another round I have in my pocket. Here it is. There it is. 45. Critical Defense by Hornady. Why do I use Hornady so much? Thanks for asking. I don't use them a lot, actually. We used to use like real cheap factory ammo for our 30-06s and found more consistency. So I switched to Hornady for that. For the self-defense rounds though, I don't really have a preference. I just use what works. These in the 45 have shot, I've shot through a door and stuck my pinky through it. So to me, why not use these? And they're a little bit lighter. These are 165 grain, which is the exact same I was shooting out of that .06 earlier. So you can see why I use them a little bit more. But yeah, it's just preference. I don't really have a reason. Okay, I know why it fell over. Because I still can't aim. So, in descending order, like I planned, 38, 45 full metal jacket, 45 with the critical defense tip. As you can see, it left a little hole. And that's the entrance wound, folks. This is the exit wound. It just shredded. I mean, I can stick my whole finger in there, no problem. And more pumpkin seeds fell out. Like I said, I am a pumpkin planting entrepreneur. So, let's move on to something bigger. Okay, so, got the pumpkin downrange, moved back a little bit, obviously because I'm going to be shooting the rifle. And I have the 300 with the lead tip in it. And then I've got something special, which I still haven't brought up because I'm really excited about it. Okay. Let's go see what the 300 did to a pumpkin. I swear, it gets darker and darker. Happy 1st of October though. Okay, so here, ooh, if I can get the camera just right. This is the 45 full metal jacket. This is the 300, which is actually a little bit bigger. I'm surprised. No, it's about the same. And then on the back, we have 38 special. 45 actually packs a bigger exit hole because it's traveling slower. So there's the 300 exit hole, there's the 45 full metal jacket. So let's go to the BTSP, which I still have no idea what it means. I now realize that I have full service out here. So I just Googled it. Boat-tailed soft point. Right from Cheaper Than Dirt. I've never actually ordered anything. That's a lie. I have ordered something. Can't remember what. But BTSP, boat-tailed, soft point. I knew I'd catch it. Okay, so now we're moving on to the boat-tailed, soft point in the 300. You know how wrong this feels? Just loading in one bullet. These are Spikes Tactical, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. I have 2 mag pulls and I have 2 of these Spikes Tactical with the little Spikes Tactical. I don't have a preference. These ones seem to work better for a 300. Obviously these are all 5.56 caliber mags because they work the same, but they really don't. They did come out with a Magpul Gen 3 that does hold, but it has something special on it. I haven't done my research on it. So it has something special that it doesn't accept all or it's not accepted by all receivers. So I'm not messing with it. I just stick with the Gen 2s, and I've got 4 right now, which is good enough for what I need it for. So back to the video. Boat-tailed, soft point, coming in. Oh, son of a... I hit it, but it was right beside where the other one hit. We're gonna try this again. Boat-tailed, soft point. I've got 2 in here now. Okay, that one hit. In a little bit of better spot than the other one. And I still have one in here. Pop bottle going down. Nope, it's not. Okay, so. They're so close. Holy crap. Okay, so. Rundown, 38 special, 45. This was the 300. This was, this was the soft tail one. This was also a soft tail. This was the full metal jacket. On the back though, we can see that 2 shots definitely causes a lot more carnage with the boat tail. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this slot right here where my finger is where the old one was. And then these 2, because they were pretty close together, came out rather close. So let's see what else I have in my truck. And I will show you, and we will be back with that. All right, so you're asking yourself, what's he got that's bigger than a 300? I mean, he's got the 45, but what's bigger than a 45? Well, your questions are about to be answered, because do you know what the single most deadliest rifle used in any war was? I can give you a hint, it killed more Americans than any other. Giving up? All right, I have a 50 cal flintlock. Okay, so it's not a 50 BMG. I said I was getting one, and I have shot one. So I do want one. But this is the closest we're gonna get for right now. So I have a 50, and we're gonna shoot it at that pumpkin down there. Yeah, I know you're as excited as I am. Loading the 50. Now it's a bit of a process, I will admit, but it is one of my favorite guns to shoot. And here in PA, we're allowed to shoot these suckers right after Christmas. Merry Christmas to us, huh? Now I will warn you, the last time I shot this thing, it took me 6 shots. That was 90 grains of powder. This is a hollow point 50 cal. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this baby going right here. Just takes a little bit to get it started. Now you just gotta give it a little bit of, yep, there you go, and then you start with this side. Oh yeah, trust me, the guys in the Civil War used to have this down packed. The best Minutemen could fire off 5 shots a minute. In a minute. Ah, there we go. Get past that first thing, and then you just kind of jam it down in there. The guy I hunted with once taught me this trick. Whoop! Grab it right out of the air. And then you grab this thing. Now we got a fully loaded flintlock. And then in order to, you gotta see the little flash pan in there. So I have this little pendulum necklace. Whoop! Just dab a little bit in there. Make sure you get enough into the chamber. Whoop! And now we're cock locking, ready to rock. Oh yeah, baby! Here comes the 50 by 1. Like I said, sometimes it doesn't always fire. Make sure I get down into the flash pan there. 50 by 1! 50 by 1. Okay, after many adjustments, this should fire. Should.
Alright, we're gonna try this again. Nothing.
At this point in the program, I'll be surprised if we actually hit the pumpkin, because this is gonna scare the shit out of me, because I don't expect it to go off. Alright, one more shot. Nothing. Well, now that we know I have one that just doesn't work when I want it to, we will be shooting this later. I'm sorry I couldn't get this one out for you. I will clean the shit out of this gun and make sure it works the next time I go to fire it. So, as I was loading up the truck, I remembered one thing. I have 3 more of these 1/4 pounders. No, I'm not gonna load them all up into 1 pound, but I've got 3 more. If you would like to see me shoot something, blow something up, you let me know, and I will happily oblige any request. Well, most any. I mean, it has to be within reason and something that I can get my hands on pretty quickly. Also, what would you guys like to see in the next video? What would you guys like to see in the next video? I've got, well, I've got some more guns that I would like to get out and shoot. I'll bring in my 22 AR next time, so you guys can see that. I've also like to do a nice shotgun episode for you. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe right here, ish, wherever it decides to put it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share my content so more people can enjoy it. Thanks for watching once again. I've been Pyro. Have a beautiful day.